Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research, and this is your morning market update for Thursday, July 14th. Jen Amos is off today. We're seeing some early gains on Wall Street following mixed readings on wholesale prices, retail sales, and the labor market. Starting with the inflation data, prices at the producer level fell 0.4% in June, as the cost of energy posted its biggest monthly drop in 2 years. Excluding the volatile energy and food components, the core producer price index rose 0.3%, a slightly smaller increase than expected. Meanwhile, retail sales ticked up just a bit last month, up 0.1%. Economists had been expecting the number to decline. Stripping out autos, gas stations, and building materials, the so-called control group sales also rose just 0.1%, its smallest gain in nearly a year. Analysts are taking the report as further evidence that consumers are reluctant to spend. But we do have some strong data to tell you about from the labor market. New applications for unemployment benefits fell to 405,000 last week, their lowest level in 3 months. Economists had been expecting the number to hold steady. The 4-week average of jobless claims also fell, suggesting that the labor market may not be as bad in July as in the last couple months. But the figures will have to go even lower and stay there in order to indicate real improvement in employment trends. Following the data, U.S. Treasury prices and the dollar remain lower, and commodities are extending their gains. Gold is rising to a new record high and closing in on the $1,600 an ounce mark, and oil prices are back near $99 a barrel. Today's earnings calendar is headlined by JPMorgan Chase. The financial services giant reported a 13% jump in second quarter net income on a 6.6% increase in revenue. Both the top line and bottom line numbers topped estimates. And JP Morgan's credit loss provisions fell sharply during the quarter. Right now, its shares are gaining nearly 4%. Yum Brands is also solidly higher after a strong earnings report. But shares of Marriott are falling nearly 4% after its profit outlook for the current quarter disappointed investors. After today's closing bell, Google will report its quarterly numbers. Perhaps the biggest stock winner on the S&P 500 today is ConocoPhillips, surging nearly 8% right now. The energy giant announced plans to split into 2 separate companies, one focused on exploration and production and the other on refining. And finally, we have a new development in the takeover battle for natural gas pipeline operator Southern Union. Williams Companies raised its offer to $44 a share, or about $5.6 billion in cash. That's $5 a share higher than its original offer, and it also tops a sweetened cash and stock bid from Energy Transfer Equity. Shares of Southern Union are jumping nearly 5% on the news, while both Williams and Energy Transfer are modestly lower. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day.